Good morning from empty Chisinau. If you've ever been in Chisinau or you've lived in Chisinau, you know that the emptiest day to see Chisinau is Easter morning. Easter in general. Easter holidays is the time where the city is empty. Look at it. Because all the people that live in Chisinau have relatives or have been born in the villages, have left town, and you have the privilege to have the city all for yourself. It's been years since I've seen this market this empty. So there is no traffic. People are still walking toward their families. Usually you have a Easter morning, you eat some eggs, and then you go and visit your relatives. So this is what we are going to do. We are going to my grandpa to meet them for Easter lunch. And it's a little bit cold for this part of the year, colder than last year. And the traveling will be really fast. We have an hour bus ride. And I'm excited to see my grandpa. Oh boy. As I was saying, we're traveling to Orhei. After an opulent Easter meal, we got out for a walk and we're gonna go to the cemetery. So Easter is on Sunday, and in 1 week from Sunday we have Pastele Blajinilor. It's our All Saints Day, where we are going to the cemetery and are celebrating with our past ones. And usually it's 1 week from now. It's gonna be on Monday or Sundays, depending on the part of town. Here in Orhei, I think it's on Sunday. Where my granny was, it's on Monday. So you have to clean your cemetery before. We're gonna go and check it now, how it looks like. And you bring presents for your family, relatives, like pomene, so you give somebody something as a mean to remember your dead one after the priest is blessing the graves. And here this is a good village. It's close to the city, so people are like more decent, they have means, more shops. And Easter is pretty cool. There is no soul anywhere. Anywhere you go, you just eat and enjoy the weather, and we have some sun, so it's enjoyable. Let's go through the cemetery. It's a pretty standard cemetery, and it's so empty now, peaceful. Where my granny is. It's so clean. Everybody cleaned and prepared for the holidays. Very nice. I wonder if I remember exactly where to go. We have a tree. Да. It's Sunday again, which means tomorrow it's Monday. Pastele Blajinilor. It's our cemetery day in this village. For some people it's today, and we came to my granny's house. We will sleep here tonight, and tomorrow we'll see our relatives at the cemetery. That's how it goes. That's a celebration of the dead ones, loved ones. We came to our granny's village. My granny doesn't live anymore, and it shows. Nobody's here to take care of the house. My parents come from time to time and they clean some stuff, but the house is not in a good condition. It's falling down. It's built on a hill, downhill, and it's falling down, and a fire burst a few years ago and my granny had to leave. So all my childhood memories have been made here, and they're kind of destroyed now when you see this in this state. It's not a good state. So I decided to paint the building because I have to remember my granny's house. I always loved it very much. I lived in the city in a small apartment, and every time we went to my granny it was amazing because I had space. I could run. I had more rooms. I had my own room. So we spent every summer here, and it was very close to my heart. The nature is beautiful. The village is on the hill, so you have some good views. My granny was very strict, and I didn't have much freedom to do what I wanted, so we were doing chores, cleaning, cooking, whatever she asked us, taking care of the animals and stuff. And as a city girl, I was revolting always, but I kind of missed that. And now seeing the house in this state without her, like the moment she left this house, because of old age and the house being not really livable, the house just fell down without her, and it looks really sad, and there is no point. You have to rebuild it. You have to demolish it and rebuild it because it's built on a downhill and it's falling. The foundation is falling down, and behind the house everything is falling slowly. It's gonna be quite dangerous soon. And my parents have cleaned like one room so you can come and visit it, but it's cold to sleep. We are gonna try because it is kind of the end of April and it's wildly cold for Moldova. This is not usual to be dressed like this, but this spring was weird. And since the fire, the main rooms that they were having, the kitchen, our room, and 2 more rooms have been burned down. Everybody survived, everything was fine. The building didn't completely burn down, which was great, but not much has been left, unfortunately. And I miss it. I have dreams, like once a week I dream that I am in this house doing something, and I always feel connected to it. It's my nature. I started painting here, drawing, making photos, making photo shoots with my cousin and my brother, since we had the freedom to do so and the space, and I really loved it. Really, so many sunsets I have spent here, so many summer evenings crying that I'm in the village and I don't have a party and I have no friends, but it was a good time. You don't know it's a good time until there is none of it. When I come in Moldova, we don't usually come here since we don't have a car, and it's hard to get here and it's not sleepable. At least we have electricity, so it will be okay for the night, but it's not that livable anymore. Anyway, tomorrow we're gonna go to the cemetery and I'm gonna show you guys what is Pastele Blajinilor and how it works on the cemetery. My mom brought like hundreds of small presents to put on the funerary, I forgot how it's called. Anyway, and all the neighbors and people are living here, like our neighbors. That's their cow. It has grass to eat here. She's so cute, so cute. I cannot, so cute. Yeah, it's sad, very sad. Lots of work. A house requires lots of work and manual labor, and you have to be close to come by, to cut the grass, to take care of it. And since my parents are getting older, I see that they don't really have an interest in it that much, and I don't blame them, because all my youth we spent working here on the fields, so it was enough, and I don't wish them any more of that. Okay, I'm gonna make a little coffee. I'm gonna finish my painting, maybe start another one if I have some time. I still have 2 hours of daylight. Good morning. I think it's 7 degrees. It was really cold to sleep. But I had a really good sleep. Good morning on a Monday, on a Easter holiday. We're going to the cemetery. That's a real traditional Moldovan house. That's how it's supposed to look like. It's usually blue with pieces of wood on veranda and little windows. Yeah, I think nobody lives here, but they've kept it nice. At least they're painting something on it. Oh, new house. I mean, in this area, this village is quite old. It's older than Chisinau. It's from 1436, I think. And my family, my dad's family, have moved there since the quite beginning, so he knows like the whole village. And it's known for these fences from stones, and they used a lot of stones because they have a carrier where you take rocks somewhere close by. So lots of fences are built from stones, and they use natural materials. But of course, with all of this kitsch civilization and Moldovans working abroad, the village has changed a lot, because they bring the materials from abroad and they build pieces by pieces from everything. So it looks weird. But I've seen worse villages that are like more contemporary than this one. And and this one is still keeping that good natural flow, and I love that in my granny's house. I wouldn't bring any new furniture or new things. I like to keep it authentic. My family as well. It's just nice to see something different and clean when you come. The village is small. I'm not sure how many residents they have, not much. I don't think, would I say 1,000 something. They have a school, a kindergarten, a bus that comes twice a day to Orhei. It's situated 20 kilometers away from Orhei. Orhei is a small city, so they do their shopping in the city and come back home. Some people work in the city and come back here, or they work abroad. Or they work abroad and send money and come home once a year to their built houses, renovated from the money made abroad. That's the only way, I think. Since my parents were home, we didn't have extra cash to invest in this house or in any other house, for a matter of fact. But we were together, and I spent my childhood here. This is the church. Stai să vedem? Da. Ați făcut curat alea, că da? Poate așa, către un sau...
Să le iei vânt, doamnă.
Nu mai e. Și încolo, lăbunei. Dar merg lăbunei. Și nu duci, n-ai. So, how the things go here? So, everybody's waiting for the priest to come by to the grave, bless all of the presents, let's say presents, that's not a present, that's like a giving for the loved ones. He has to bless them. Then we have a little book where you write the names of the dead and he blesses them and reads them out loud. You have to put some money in that book. That's like a donation for the church. And the priest blesses it, blesses the names, blesses you, and blesses the grave and goes to the other grave. And only then, after he blesses the grave, can you gift the giving to your neighbors or your loved ones. And that's how it works, and we are waiting for that moment, and then you can go around the church and give your presents to the neighbors and your relatives. That's what my mom is waiting for. That's the procession. The cemetery is full. It's an event. It's a big event. People come from other cities to visit their neighboring hometown or abroad. Da wdzięcz. Спати дедат? Ну, язык помень. И он магробеск. So now my mom is giving these presents to our neighbors. But просто. Моя еда. Дошла la nana?
Nana.
Подопрости. Okay, let's go. Oh! Just gonna see some relatives, because that's how you meet them, all of them, on Easter. Bună ziua! That was so quick. We were the first to receive the blessing. We came and we left. That was so quick, and half of the cemetery is empty because they already gave the blessing, and half still has to go, and the priest is somewhere there. You can hear him. And that's it, and the rain is starting. Wow, that was very productive. I've seen all my relatives. I got more things than I gave, because they didn't see me for years, and they were like, oh, let me give you they're very, very giving people. Everybody's giving something, and that's how it works. And people usually after this go home and they have a big lunch with the family, or they go to some relatives. And this is the end of the Easter holidays for us. We're gonna go home in a few hours. Și verdeați? Sunt și eu ca o cap promote la verde. Wow, so many circles. And that's what you get, a plate with stuff. A plate, colac, biscuit, mai nou, lumânare. Wow. Happy every day with you. Că vezi tu, sunt lucruri frumoase. O să ai de colac, bomboane. Dar ți-ai dat odată, uite, poate deschis. Da, ți-o dat niște pentru bărbați set. Eu la lucru. Da, găgăușcă chita. Rearrange the vinyls collection that we have. My dad's collection. Because my mom took it away, she doesn't understand that this is precious. Rigonda, Tchaikovsky. The last step of my Easter adventure is my granny, who lives with my aunt. Not that far away, but I didn't have time to come before. In Chisinau, and I'm gonna visit her. I'm bringing her flowers from her own garden. Привет! Это тебе из твоего сада принесла. Твои из Березложи.
Мои?
Да!
Зацвели?
Да! Зацвели?
А белые?
И белые зацвели, все зацвели.
У меня сначала желтый.
Не за что. Не за что. Оставим, чтобы горело немножко. Немножко, пусть погорит. Хорошо, что встретились.